We're back!
Yes! Sobrang clip.
Ito, atat na. Magtatanong na naman sa'yo. Sandali, nawala.
Intro.
Welcome to Raw and Real, the podcast where truth wears no filter. Hosted by identical twins Dana and Stacy. The same fearless energy that defined plump.ph is back, now with deeper accountability. At the peak of the body positivity wave, they hit a hard truth. Being fat isn't brave, being fat isn't healthy, and body positive isn't the whole story. Preaching self-acceptance while eating in denial, saying I'm fine, accept me, wasn't honest, and it wasn't helping. At the height of wokeism, between 2016 to 2020, as the faces of the body positivity movement, they completed over 100 podcast episodes on Spotify. Now they're back, but this time on PGMN, not just with their brand, but with clarity. Born from a lifetime of twinhood, Raw and Real invites you into the unfiltered world of two women who've lived, fought, and flourished together through body shaming, cultural expectations, healing, and radical honesty. Expect real talk about what we usually hide: shame and joy, jealousy and softness, strength and sex, the systems we live in, and the stories our bodies carry. Each episode strips away performance, leaving something deeper: connection. No scripts, no pretenses, just two women speaking their truth, sometimes with serious gravity, often with blazing hilarity, and holding space for yours. This is Raw and Real. Tune in, unpack, unlearn, come as you are.
This is the other half of the episode with Danny Moyni.
What's up?
Our friend.
Gang signs.
Gang signs. Yeah, okay. So, we've been having a discussion on manhood and femininity and all of these things, masculinity,
Yeah,
healthy,
please watch
toxic.
it if you haven't seen that
So,
episode.
ito na. Ang tanong ay, what would be the repercussions for a woman to keep pushing for her independent, strong, I will provide, I got it all energy?
There is pros and cons.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely there are pros and cons.
Like, it's not all bad, right? It's just nuanced.
Okay.
You get me? So if you have the career, you have the independent lifestyle, what is it that you want in a relationship? Are you doing that? Why are you doing that? That's the question you should be asking yourself, right? Why am I trying to build a career? Why am I trying to do all of these things? Is it because you don't feel safe?
Survival mode.
Is it because you feel like no one else is gonna do this for me?
Oh,
Right?
okay.
So I have to be the one to do this.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, ganun naman talaga yung
Yeah.
nangyayari ngayon.
Yeah.
Oo.
And so if someone were to step in and be like, I've got this, and allow you to be like, what is it that you really want to do? Because you don't have to worry about XYZ anymore.
Right.
I guess that's the big problem. Many of us are now hardwired, or hindi naman hardwired, pero
Conditioned.
we're so conditioned and influenced
Right.
to be super hyper independent
Right.
as women.
Right.
Diba? Kaya pa nga tayo ni
Yeah.
Mio eh. Diba? Na parang, if that's the ultimate giver of value to me as a woman,
Yeah.
and someone comes in and says, huwag mo na gawin yan,
Yeah.
I got this. I'd be like,
Yeah.
What
What do
now?
I do to myself?
It's like
true.
here's a card with no limit.
Hi, daddy.
Here's a card with no limit. I want you to quit your job
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
and do what you love.
Okay, this is not to discount the fact that some women naturally and sincerely love their careers.
Which is true.
Yeah.
Oo, okay lang yun.
Which is true.
Oo, pero,
If you were given a blank check, and so money is no longer a problem,
oh my
Oo nga,
gosh.
no?
and you have a provider,
A good one.
a good one that genuinely wants to protect you and has your best interest in mind, and wants the world for you, and wants you to be the queen,
I will be the queen.
then what is it?
Yeah.
Why is it important to you to still have what you're working on now?
To what
Because-
end?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of women, they believe that this will attract a man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yun nga.
Like-
kasi nga ina-affirm
Kasi,
din.
Yeah.
hindi, and the thinking behind it is, edukada ako, na kaya kong sagutin sarili ko, parang what else is there? Parang ano pa ba?
I'm not baggage. You don't gotta worry about me.
Oh.
I will even help you out. And
Right.
give you
And 50-50.
Yeah, so then you're setting a precedent to how the dynamic in the relationship will be.
Right.
And you will attract the wrong kind of man. I'm not saying you won't attract a man.
Right.
I'm saying you will attract the kind of man that is not good for you or not the kind of man you want deep down.
Pero so how does it look like? So if you're not career-oriented, what's the alternative? Like if you wanna settle down, syempre hindi ka naman agad-agad ikakasal eh.
Right.
So what is there for that woman? Like what is she cultivating if not her career?
I feel like you should not have a career or
Okay.
not even, it doesn't have to be a career, not something that you sink your teeth into, something that fulfills you or something that, diba, everyone has a purpose,
Yeah.
diba, but sometimes careers kind of put your purpose to the wayside.
Gets. Clear.
Kasi nga, survival
Yeah.
mode ka. You have to fend
Yeah.
for yourself. You have to earn. You have to pay the bills. Blah, blah,
But
blah.
is that career actually your passion?
And also, how is that career changing you as a partner in the
Yeah.
future?
Because now, you worked hard for what you have, so you're entitled to certain opinions because you've accomplished certain things.
Right.
So you will not just bend over anymore because, hey, I did this, that, and this. What did you do?
Yun na nga eh. And okay, based on like the stories I hear from my friends who are married, dyan nang gagaling yung friction. When they can't...
Power dynamic.
Yeah. When they keep butting heads, yung ayaw nilang, they can't back down. Parang magaling akong single Magaling akong single.
I
Ito
don't
accomplishments
need
ko. Diba? Now, kunwari, the guy may resistance na gusto niyang mag-lead. Pero si girl parang, hindi, dito. Oh, paano ngayon yun?
Sabi nga, di ba? Women, submit to your wives.
Yun
to
yung,
your
I think that's
husbands.
ultimately one of the consequences na because you're such a go-getter, achiever, ball buster, lahat na.
Calling the shots.
Now, you
It's
can't
harder
submit.
For you. It's harder for you to submit now
Oo.
because...
You become stubborn in a way.
Oh.
Get.
You know what's... Okay, I'm gonna be a little spiritual here. Pero
Sure.
naalala ko yung... In the Bible, God orders the elder women to teach younger women how to be wives. Whether they get married or not.
Yeah.
It's just... Parang...
May mentorship na
may
ganon.
mentorship na ganon. Because ngayon, we're taught to be corporate leaders.
Yeah.
We're taught to be in our masculine energy.
Yeah.
Pero no one really teaches us the quiet submission, the
Yeah.
meekness that comes with it.
You're right.
Kasi,
Anointing flows from the top.
especially for us, na we were raised by a tiger lola,
Yeah.
super Asian tiger lola.
So that's your framework. That's
Oh.
your basis.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
That's
So
us
it's
in
not
our
your
element.
fault. It's not your fault, right? Because it's what, again,
Yeah,
your
yeah.
childhood.
It's how we were
frames-
brought up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it also doesn't limit you from newfound
Right.
realizations.
Yeah,
And,
that's it.
you know, like now that you know, oh, maybe that isn't the way. Are you gonna do something about it, or are you gonna stay in your ways because it's comfortable?
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. At
Because-
least to me, that makes sense.
Yeah, because like if you don't change, di ba nga, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again,
Expecting
a
the same
different
result.
A different result, di ba?
Expecting a different result.
Oh. You're doing the same thing, parang I'm gonna push,
Sorry, Bobo moment.
ano tawag doon, yung the boulder, I'm gonna push it up the cliff, expecting that maybe this time it won't fall down. And you're pushing it up the cliff every time, expecting it not to fall down. When that's literally happened 100 times, are you not gonna try something different?
Right.
So it always boils down to what is your intent and what is it that you actually want. Because that will define your actions.
I
Diba?
see that.
Because if this is what you want, why are you doing that?
Mayroon akong question, Danny. When do you feel the most respected?
I guess when I'm able to do what I want to do without any contradictions. And then if it was wrong, I'm not corrected in front of when I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I'm corrected when we're home.
Privately. Gets.
So many girls be...
Like, there's so many times when I'm called out. As I'm doing it,
Yeah.
I'm called out like in front of people in my past relationship. I'm just like, I feel so small now.
Oh my gosh, alam mo, yan yung super cringe to me. Like, when I see it happen before my eyes, na a girl keeps criticizing, kahit pa joke para mga backhanded jokes or ano, guy sa boyfriend nila and I see it, I'm like, kawawa naman.
Yeah.
Parang even if it's valid,
Yeah, but
it's
now,
humiliating.
and now, not only have I lost respect for myself, you've lost respect for me as my friends. Because you see how I'm
Kasi-
treated by my partner.
and you allow it.
And
Again,
I was okay with it.
dun babalik eh. You allowed it.
It's not like I could... Because now, if I call you out, I'm a dick.
Oh,
Oo
yeah,
nga eh.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know? Even if I know I'm right and I can call you out.
So it's not the issue of being corrected. It's how, when, and where.
Yeah.
Actually,
for
how
sure.
is so important.
Yeah.
You have no idea the power of women to a man's life.
And their
Speaking
words.
life into us
Yeah.
is so you can move a mountain with your words. Like I could be in my lowest of low, and then you could just be, you know, that's not the kind of man I know you are. And I'm just like, wow. You know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe I should step up. It's not like, hindi kasi ganito ka eh.
Nako, that's what we grew up with.
Oo nga.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ganito kasi, bam. So how am I gonna
Oo.
step up now? Because you're not empowering me. You're dragging me down.
Right.
Instead of, listen, I know you did this and that, but you know, the man I know you are isn't that. And I know you have something more. You just gotta bring it to light.
Yeah.
Wow, grabe. Ngayon, nagsisink in sa akin, just talking about this now, wala tayong respeto kahit sa lalaki sa pamilya natin.
Zero.
No, like, even like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't wanna say it, pero
Yeah.
gets mo yun?
Oo.
Yeah.
Oo. Like I see it
Wow.
in all the adults. Na all they do is neg the dudes.
Yeah. And that's not, how do you build a man up that way? You can't.
Pero
Yeah.
nakakaawa din mga lalaki. No?
Yeah,
So
and
parang-
Totoo lang.
We go through so much. We go through so
The pressure.
much.
the-
Mag-isa sila, they feel so lonely.
Yeah. Oo.
Men have higher rates of like
Suicide,
unaliving themselves.
yeah.
Yeah, because of that.
Yeah.
And we don't have, again, a safety net. We are the
There
safety
is no
net.
community for men. I mean, I know that's what Legend Daddies, that's what they're doing. Rafi, Zamora, shout out. But it's so natural for us to be like, I'm so like this, like that. And
Support
then
group for
all
girls,
the girls are
meron.
like, oh, okay, game.
Yeah, so that's part of feminine energy is to be in sisterhood, right?
Yeah.
But for men, it's like lone wolf. Like,
Oh.
cause we're competition.
Yun
Oh.
nga.
Like you're not my ally. You're someone who probably will want to date the girl I'm going for. So I need to one up you if I want the woman I want.
But is there a healthy version of brotherhood for you?
Yes, there is, and that's why I feel like so the Tate brothers, they really like it's about coming together and cheering each other on, and genuinely having that I want you to win energy, you know.
Si Andrew Tate ba to?
I think they're brothers, right? The Tate
Hindi ko
brothers.
alam.
Meron
Okay.
siyang kapatid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
I
that's
didn't
how they
know.
are. At least that's how I see it. That
Pero ba't ang daming smoke kay Andrew Tate? Why is everyone hating on him?
I feel like it's because and this goes into like misandry and misogyny, right? Because a lot of people don't understand the meaning of those words. Like I feel like if you want to discuss something, you have to start with their definition.
Agreed. Yeah.
Kasi when I would see some snippets of him, parang, grabe naman.
Yeah. So for me, I think it's also again going back to self-confirming bias, right? I feel like women believe because of third wave feminism that they are oppressed,
yeah.
right?
Okay.
Okay, and maybe they were. Maybe feminism, I'm not against feminism. I'm against third wave feminism.
Against.
Right.
Okay, modern day feminism.
Agree.
Okay, modern day feminism says that women should rule the world, that the Me Too movement is always believable no matter what,
Oo.
that women should one-up men all the time. You know, ito radical na to
Yeah.
We've like swung the extreme.
Okay, so let's start with the definitions. What is misogyny and what is misandry, right? So misogyny is the hatred for women.
Okay.
Hatred for women. Misandry is the hatred for
For
men.
men.
Oh.
So they are literally yin and yang
Yeah.
of each
Oh.
other, right?
Oh.
So the overarching theme here is hate.
Yeah.
Why do we need to hate? Why is there hate, period?
Right.
Should we hate men or should we hate women?
No.
Oo nga eh.
Why are we hating each
Sobrang
other?
polar na eh.
Oo.
Oo.
You get what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like because of the self-fulfilling prophecy that modern day feminism teaches us, like if you're a woman, you're oppressed, and because you're oppressed, you should be mad. Because if you're not mad, nothing's gonna happen. And so that anger is coming from inward. It's your hurt.
Yeah.
Your hurt projects anger.
Oh.
Right? And diba, there's a saying, hurt people hurt people.
Exactly.
Right? So now you're mad, you hurt the opposite sex because you're mad. And it doesn't even have to be a partner that hurt you. It could be a father.
Anyone. Oh.
It could be a father that hurt you. It could
Yeah.
be a masculine figure in your life that
Right.
hurt you.
Oh.
Now it's
And-
projected onto all of
Onto
the men.
the rest of the men. And a man who's being a nice guy, minding his own business,
Oh,
gets
gets
hit by
affected
this
too.
hate bomb.
Oh.
And now they're just like, I'm gonna be an asshole.
Oo nga
Alam mo,
eh.
wait, iniisip
You
ko
get
nga,
me?
parang
Yeah.
when we were in our plump Pinay days where we were like, I'm not a piece of meat to be looked at,
Yeah.
but consciously present myself as a piece of
Oh.
soul to be looked
Hang
at.
on, right?
Right.
Parang iniisip ko, oh wow, the confusion
Right.
and yung wala ka talagang clarity
Right.
Yeah.
on what these things mean.
It's you're in cognitive dissonance.
Yan.
Oh, yun.
Super.
Explain
Dami niyan.
cognitive dissonance.
It's like you're thinking one thing, but the reality is different.
Yep.
Right? There's
But you
a-
can't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's what happens with oppression and hate. Like you hate men because you were taught that you were oppressed, and so now you're classically conditioned
Yep.
to believe this, even though if that's not the case.
Oo,
Which
hindi mo
is
na makita.
Classic cognitive dissonance.
if my reality is I'm surrounded by good men with potential and men who actually make me feel safe, but in my head, I'm this oppressed woman.
Then that's gonna be
You're
your
always
reality.
gonna project that.
Alam mo, belief is far more important than reality.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In happy relationships, that's essential. You can't hate and be happy.
Agreed.
Oo nga.
So you have to work on yourself first. Don't
Yeah.
bring that hate into a relationship, because if you're spewing hate into someone that loves you, that can't coexist.
Yeah.
Because if this guy is trying his best, but you're projecting the oppression in your mind that you've conditioned yourself to believe on this man who's just trying to provide and protect you,
Yeah.
kawawa naman the guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Diba? Love and hate cannot coexist.
Because if you look at it from a different lens, or your lenses are skewed or broken, whatever, the good bits will always be received as bad.
Yeah.
Diba? If someone chooses to protect you, wala, malisyoso ka, masyado kang ganito, ganyan.
Controlling,
Someone chooses to
ganon.
provide for you, hindi, ni-small mo ko,
Yeah.
minamata mo
Oo,
ko.
totoo.
So, saan ka lulugar?
Saan ka lulugar?
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
true.
You're damned if you don't do,
Do
damned if you don't.
Oo nga, no?
Yeah.
So I think it all starts with you. Look inward. Where is this hate coming from?
Yeah.
Is it actually like merited, or am I hating on men, or am I hating on others because deep down I actually hate myself?
I
Right.
think that's a big, that's it.
Because that's the
it.
truth.
Oo.
You're projecting your hate outwards.
Yeah.
Inward hate is projected outwards on the people around you. And you justify it because you're in an echo chamber that glorifies that behavior.
You know what else I really, really hate about this whole feminist...
Sabi yang not hate eh. Sinabi yang do not hate.
Yeah, like for me, it's best if we don't hate.
I really
Period.
dislike.
Yeah.
I really dislike about the whole modern feminism movement is how it's become this I can do what men do, but looking at their worst traits. Like if a guy is a fuckboy, guys nga can sleep around Bakit when a girl does it, she does a lot?
Yeah.
Oh,
Parang
yeah,
bakit
yeah,
dun
yeah.
mo dinala yung standard? Why not look at what guys do na okay?
Yeah.
Diba? Why not look at where they're excelling or the male qualities na kahanga-hanga naman?
So-
Hindi yung laging sa pangit dinadala, like, if men can be an asshole, then I can be a bitch. Yung ganun, parang bakit
Or
dun mo
parang the
dinala?
whole a part of our movement was, lalaki nga pwede mag-topless, laki-laki ng tiyan.
Yeah.
Oo, diba? Tayo
Ay,
din.
But it's, you see how skewed that is? Right?
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, like you beg to ask the question, why is it more socially acceptable for women to hate men than it is for men to hate women?
That's so true.
Like if a woman hates a man, like on a podcast, like,
Right.
yeah, cause he's a
Right.
la 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 la, the blah
Agreed.
blah blah, diba? It's like, yeah, go girl, yeah, that man's an
Kami,
asshole.
we were so vocal about
Right?
how much we hated guys
But
too.
if a man
Yeah,
starts to
dude.
go like, yeah, she was a bitch. You
Oh,
can't
oh,
say that.
Double
Oo,
standards.
standards.
Super
Yeah.
double standards.
And we're already,
guys.
the thing is, men go through a lot of shit.
Oo.
Yeah.
Pero ang saklap nga I would see clips of like men hitting women and the comments would be, hey, equality.
Equality, right?
Oh, pero if, di ba? If
Pero
we're gonna go with
okay,
that,
context, I saw this clip of a woman like punch the guy hard. Like punch his face.
Ouch.
I don't know why. Parang they were siguro in a heated argument. She punches the guy.
Gumante
The
yung guy.
swings back.
Right.
So
Oh.
parang yung mga girls, how dare he lay her hands
Oh,
on her.
correct.
And then some men just, equality.
Yeah.
Oo,
that's
totoo.
what I'm saying. Like, it's a self-confirming bias. Like, this is what you want, right? But
kala ko ba equality?
When we give it to you, all of a sudden,
Iyak.
you wanna eat, you have your cake and eat it too.
Oo, agree.
Which is not fair.
Yeah, it's not
Right,
fair.
it's
Right?
not fair, for sure.
I mean, there was a comedian that I was watching. He was like, yeah, like, I'm really pro-feminist. Free the nipple. You mean like, you get it? And then when you're sexualized,
Yun nga! Oh my gosh, don't get me started there.
ang gulo, no?
Oo.
We're so confused. We're so confused where we are in terms of our natural design.
because biologically, men are hardwired to be attracted to that. We can't like turn that off.
Oo. Pero sasabihin, if you're a decent person, you wouldn't even stare.
Yeah, but that's the
Pero
thing.
parang ang unfair mo naman.
Why will you tempt us to begin with? Yes, we're gonna be decent human beings and we won't do anything. At least I hope. I can't control all men, right?
Yeah.
And I don't represent all
All men.
mankind, right?
Uh-huh.
There will be those dicks that will probably
See it as an opening,
you know,
yeah.
and hopefully there are still these decent men out there who will have self-control. But why put a steak in front of a wolf?
Tapos sasabihin ng iba.
Hindi ka naman hayop eh.
Yeah.
De, pero kasi nga, yun ito yung nawawala sa harmony ng society eh. It's coexisting.
Right.
It's being considerate enough to know na I'm accountable for what I put out there, but you're also accountable with how you respond. Parang it goes both ways.
Yeah.
Right,
Ang hilig
the
kasi natin
accountability.
mag-pinpoint na,
Takes two to
hindi,
tango.
it takes two eh, di ba?
You know what really also irks me?
Ayan, hindi na niya hate.
Irk.
Is when women, may extreme talaga eh, na nabasa ko. Okay, this happened in America. This girl was in a public space, shared a house or something. She takes a shower, leaves the door open. A guy sees her. She invites him. Gusto mo rin maligo? Shower with me. And then she gets assaulted. Okay? And now, it's the
I'm just
guy's
like,
fault na parang, ang akin is, the problem here is people are so disconnected from reality too.
The social cues.
Oh.
Like in a man's
Social
check.
cues.
Okay.
Okay,
Check.
check.
Oo,
okay.
diba?
Hindi pala.
Yeah.
And then I'm bad.
And ideally, of course, when you say no, the guy will, okay, no. But, I mean, this world is so broken and fallen.
This takes me back to that issue with Aziz Ansari.
Not familiar.
Right.
Meron siyang
Why he got
dinate-
cancelled?
Meron siyang dinate na girl. The girl asked him inside her place. Or sumama siya.
Oh, sumama siya sa
Sumama
bahay,
siya sa bahay ni
Aziz.
Aziz.
After the date.
And then, pero ang sinasabi ng girl na to, di na nga ako nag-enjoy sa date.
Oh.
So, sumama pa rin siya.
Oh,
Okay.
sumama siya.
And then,
They made out.
they made out. Di daw niya gusto, but sige. She
But you made out.
She
Oh.
made out. And then, Aziz asks her to suck his thing. And she
Natural-
does it.
Natural progression.
And she does it. And then, the next day, she shouts rape. She shouts
my.
assault. She
Yeah.
shouts, someone interview me because this needs to be said. And there was this one journalist in the US who says,
Who's keeping her accountable?
keeping her accountable na, girl, sumama ka.
Yeah.
Okay, sige, hindi pa yon sign eh, na gusto mo eh, or whatever
Oo.
eh. Pero, if we are so empowered,
Right.
whatever happened to the choice of getting
I'm
up,
gonna leave.
dusting your outfit, and just bouncing out?
Yeah.
That's
You
an
don't even
option
have to
too.
say anything, di ba? Parang you're being a dick, I'm out.
Yeah.
Pero yung sinasabi
Don't
kasi-
even go to the place.
Oo nga, exactly.
Pero ang sa akin is, we are now living in times where the boundaries are pushed and pushed and pushed. And then when consequences erupt, I'm victim.
Yeah.
I'm victim.
Yeah.
Diba? Na parang,
It's
wait,
that victimhood, really. That's the problem. Because,
Yeah.
are you really the victim? Like,
And what happened, akala ko ba we're
Right.
empowered? What happened to accountability and like being an active participant in what's happening? Right? Nawawala yun when you play victim kasi na parang everything's just being done to you, sa'yo ginagawa. Pero, okay, you're free to leave. You're free to push him back and say, no, I don't wanna kiss you. I'm out.
yeah.
okay.
What happened to that?
Okay, but I also want to acknowledge na there are some situations where the woman can go on full freeze mode.
Oh, yeah, that is
Okay.
true. That is
Oo.
true. But yun na nga, it's a delicate balance eh. Because like, the way we were also wired, like, you cannot like try and hold a girl's hand in the cinema anymore. Because that might,
Trigger.
yeah. But
Yeah.
before, how do you break that physical boundary if every try is also gonna be looked at as, because now the cues are not clear.
Yeah.
You know, like you think it's going well, and then all of a sudden, hey, what are you doing?
When I was
Right.
traveling abroad, someone said, men here are so afraid to be chivalrous because they're so terrified of the backlash they will get, even if it's an actual act of kindness. Opening doors, asking women to sit. Because when they do that, talagang the
It's
girls
seen-
go crazy.
Oo. They get offended.
So that actually goes to like going back to the equality thing, right? The reason why men do these is because they recognize that there are certain advantages and disadvantages biologically, right?
Yeah.
So they want to treat according to their advantages biologically, like opening a door. If we are indeed the biologically stronger gender, ano ba naman yung magbubukas lang kami ng pinto
Yeah.
para sa'yo?
Yeah.
Diba? Let us do that.
Yeah.
I know you can open the door.
Yeah.
I know you can. But can't we be nice
Yeah.
anymore and do
Yeah.
these little gestures
Yeah.
that give you a little less something to worry
Right.
about?
Oo nga. Oo nga. Grabe. I feel so sad na this is where we're at.
Yeah.
Na the things we call empowerment leave us so unempowered. And the things that we delude ourselves with. I mean, I've been there. I was also like that. Na, no, my body, my choice. Sige, kang-kang, bembang, ganon. Pero pag andong-ando na ako, I'm like, why are they all leaving me?
I feel like that's what makes the message more powerful. It's, I guess, coming from your end and coming from my end, is we tried the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like, because I don't think that's what people get. Like, we're so passionate about our stances now is because we
We've
came
gone
from
through
the
it.
stance
Yeah.
where
The
this is
opposite.
Yeah, this is what you're saying was right. In fact, we didn't just come there. We were advocates for it.
Right.
Diba?
Super.
We fought that fight.
Yeah.
And it led us nowhere.
Agreed.
So now when we tried the opposite and it actually delivered results, why are you hating us when it's what we preach to the others to try? Because
Yeah.
we're, at the end of the day, we're not saying we're wrong or they're wrong or we're right and whatnot. We're saying based on our experiences and how we lived our lives, these
Right.
things didn't work. These things did. So naturally, you will recommend what worked.
Right.
That's right.
And I hope this also encourages our listeners to also like take the moment to really self-check and reflect. Parang yun yung kulang din right now. Like, we're always so quick to point our fingers towards the other sex. Na ito kasi kayo. Pero tayo ba as women, how are we? Like, are we also helping the men? Are we being encouraging to them?
Yeah.
You know, are we being respectful to them? Or nasanay tayo na gawin silang butt of jokes because they're just gonna sit there and take it. Alam mo yun?
But I can also add to that. Let's even go one level deeper.
All right.
Like, before we're able to give something, we have to have it ourselves.
Correct.
Yeah.
It always starts with you.
Pero I think a lot of us, well, at least for me, in my 20s, I was parading myself as someone with high confidence, but deep inside, my self-worth was so low.
Yeah.
Diba? Kasi confidence and self-esteem, those are two different things.
Yeah.
Just someone can be super confident, diba?
On
Out
the
there.
outside.
Out
oo.
there, pero internally, talagang wala rin. She
Oo.
couldn't recognize many of the things na should have added value to her. Kasi I mean that I'm speaking for myself.
Or baka it makes sense to project that confidence kasi nga you don't feel so secure in you. Diba? So you're
Yeah.
trying to get it from the outside world by projecting that you're this kind of person, diba? To get that external validation because you don't give it to you.
Yeah.
So again, it all begins with internalized hate, right? And the preaching of these echo chambers that you are oppressed.
Yeah.
And because you are oppressed, that internalized hate has to go somewhere. So
Yeah.
let's just hate
Right.
the opposite gender. But
Uh-huh.
when you hate the opposite gender, this goes both ways.
Yeah.
Oh.
Then you give reasons for each other to hate each other more.
Oh,
Right.
And then now it's a never-ending cycle of hate.
Yeah.
Right.
And no, it's your fault. No, it's your fault.
Oo.
And then there's no room for love.
Oo
Yeah.
nga. Answer.
Love is the answer.
Alam mo yung song na yan?
Light of the world, shine on me.
Love is the answer.
Oh my gosh, this
Sorry.
episode!
Yung sound guy natin parang, sige, eto trabaho ko eh. Sorry, sir. But seriously, this is such a good conversation.
This is gold.
Yeah. No,
If you don't agree, don't comment. Kidding.
Again, we're not
Free speech.
we're not here to hate.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're not here to
love,
hate.
love.
But you know, the truth can sound like hate to those who hate the truth
Yeah.
also.
Ooh.
So,
Yeah.
Say that again.
the truth can sound like hate to those who hate the truth.
Bars.
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 I love it. I love it.
Wave. Whoa!
Balik na! Stacy kasi. Hindi marunong magbalik ng wave eh.
So yeah, so I feel like this always has to begin with knowing what you're talking about. Because if you don't actually understand what you're talking about, then you're probably gonna say the wrong thing.
Yeah, or don't chalk up everything to hate or misogyny.
Oo nga.
Diba? Parang hindi lahat ng bagay dun mo kailangan dalhin.
And
Right.
if you're gonna be that way, don't expect to attract the kind of man that you're looking for. Because to you,
Agreed.
the man that just wants peace, you're a red flag. If you're all rah, 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 rah,
Yeah. And someone to take
I'm
it,
not
just
dating
take
that.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm already, yun na nga eh, I'm already going through so much on my day-to-day.
Yeah.
I wanna go home to peace.
True.
And the peace the man needs.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just respect us, love us, you know, and
Okay.
and we'll treat you like the queens you are.
I'm single. Kidding. Okay, I guess, last statement before we wrap this up.
You know, I'm such an advocate of being emotionally smart. So I guess that's what I want to leave our audience with, na parang, study that. Study your triggers. Why are you mad? The root causes of all of that. Get back into your childhood if you have to. I mean, you
Right.
have to.
Oh.
And then, grow from there. See what you need to change in yourself from there. Diba? Kasi ang hirap din to keep living life wounded and hurt, and you're just gonna be repeating the same patterns. And, you know, it's so liberating to free yourself from toxic patterns. Eh.
Right.
How about you, sir?
So going back, hurt people.
Yeah.
Right. So really, it begins with the self. Right. So heal yourself, because hate begets hate. Right. So if you hate yourself, you're gonna hate other people.
Yeah.
You know. So heal yourself, heal the world, make it a better place for you and for
Lagi nakanta yung
For you.
So yeah, I feel like that's really it. Like if we learn to stop pointing fingers, look inward, heal yourself,
Snaps.
and then the only thing that will come from that is love.
Agreed.
So yun, that's what I'm about.
Jesus genealogy.
Tana,
Hindi
umayos
ako
ka.
magsalita, naubos na yung brain cells ko. Genealogy. In Matthew 1, even listed 5 women, specifically a prostitute, 2 widows, an adulteress, and a pregnant single virgin. It's clear that God not just love and value women equally, but he also uses them in huge ways. The role of women in Christianity are absolutely irreplaceable. Here's the uncomfortable truth, though. The truth that our society doesn't like to hear. Christianity isn't feminist. It's also not patriarchal. Both ideologies aim to elevate one gender over the other and glorify domination of some sort. But to correct that, It's also not right to say that the Bible is egalitarian because that says that men and women are exactly the same. We are not the same.
Amen.
But neither men nor women are better than the other either. So
Right.
what the Bible teaches us is something called complementarianism.
There we go.
Ali
Yes.
Stuckey.
I 100% agree.
Love Ali.
Complementary.
It's like, it's not like both of us have our strengths, both of us have our weaknesses.
Yeah.
And we shouldn't try one up each other. We should work together for the common
In harmony.
goal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Light of the world, shine on me. Love is free. That is it for today. Woo! That is how we're closing this
Volume lower.
episode.
Shine on me.
Fade out.
Love is
Thanks for having me,
Thanks,
guys.
Danny.